Linda Duke, 18, and Edwin Rainey, 21, are New Zealand's most promising young dancing team. They will vie with the best dancers in the country for selection to represent New Zealand at the prestigious Australasian Championships.
All you basically do is you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you then go training, you train till maybe 11 o'clock at night. That's what your whole life consists of.
Naturally, without the job, I wouldn't be dancing because that's supporting me. Dancing is my future. I've spent 12 years now dancing, which is just over half my life. If I threw it all away now, it would just be nothing. It would be meaningless, you know.
I am a nonconformist and a rebel. People wear miniskirts, I wear long dresses. People wear long dresses, I wear miniskirts or hot pants. Same with the dancing. I don't like copying anybody else's ideas. I have to think up my own.
When you're at school and you're with your mates, it's not the thing to do, I suppose, but I played rugby and all sorts of other sports. You know, I don't think there's a sport that I haven't played and have done all right at, you know, with playing. I've got cups up there for rugby, and I've played representative rugby when I was at school. But this is sort of, I've drifted away from all of that and gone to dancing.
Cherie Clark and David Yeates are New Zealand's current ballroom dancing champions. In the 3 years they have danced together, they have scooped every major ballroom dancing trophy in the country.
David Yeates and Cherie Clark.
They will be Linda and Edwin's strongest rivals for selection to represent New Zealand.
I don't mix my dancing with my work. It's sort of, I keep that separate.
Working all week, but it's very monotonous and it's rather hard to cope with, and by the time the end of the week, so I can't wait to get away from the place.
My work is really secondary. I consider dancing my number one and my work number two.
It's definitely an escape.
Getting all dressed up in our false eyelashes and hair all done up, you can be something you're not in everyday living. I started dancing when I was 6, and I started ballroom and ballet and tap and jazz ballet, and I think I even did a bit of roller skating, and then later on you haven't got time to practice everything, so I just went into ballroom.
I actually got bribed into it. My grandmother said she'd buy me a bike if I started dancing, and I liked it. I had to like it. So anyway, she said after 5 weeks I'd get it. So I went to these classes, and I said, oh yeah, it was all right, so because I wanted my bike, of course. So I got the bike, and as it turns out, I did really enjoy dancing. And from then on, I've been going at it all the time. I was called all sorts of things, dancing queen, you name it. They've called me everything. But I just ignored them, and I got through.
You don't really tell people about it. I don't even now. I like to do things as best as I can. I like to be good at whatever I do. So I'm doing ballroom, so David and I...
It's just a sheer enjoyment of it, really. Yeah, it keeps you going.
We'd like to keep on dancing and go to Australia and England, but it costs so much money. We'd like to, though, and like to eventually turn pro and perhaps teach. I suppose that's every dancer's dream.
I've always wanted to be a stage dancer. So Singapore, Tokyo, something like that, and be on the stage in a top hat and tails and cane and...
The New Zealand Selection Championships.
3 years ago we used to argue, but we've learned now to cooperate with each other, and actually it works much better than fighting.
You must have to get on pretty well with each other to dance together. I think.
Actually, a dancing partnership is very similar to a marriage.
For tango, well, let's give them some encouragement. We're certainly seeing some very fine dancing here this afternoon in the Senior Open Amateur Ballroom Championship.
Whoops, hold on, I'm caught up. I think that's when all the bitchiness comes out in the girls' changing rooms. Of course, there's going to be competitive sides of things and everything, and I think that's where it comes out.
It's very tense, and it's also a very hostile atmosphere. You get ladies going, "Oh no, I've lost so much weight," to try and psych out the others. "Can I borrow your comb?" "Oh no, I'm sorry, I haven't got a comb," when they've got it in their hand.
It's always a relief to get out of a ballroom suit and into a cat suit for Latin. The cat suit gives you more freedom of movement. Latin American has so many different movements in it. The costuming and the grooming are just as competitive as the dancing. Makeup gives you a better look. A theatre actor uses his makeup to make him look more dramatic, and that's exactly what we do.
Professor Doble.
Linda and I went into the selection champs full well knowing that if there was anybody that was going to beat David and Cherie, it would have been us.
David and Cherie were our main rivals. You're actually watching the other couple to see how good they are. By dancing your heart out, you're trying to say to them, "Look at me, aren't I great, aren't I fantastic?"
When it does go right, it feels really great. You come off the floor feeling really pleased with yourself.
But of course, you never come off the floor thinking that that was fabulous. You always think, yes, I could have done better. You've got to think that,
otherwise you're not going to get it.
else you won't improve.
Both couples are to represent New Zealand at the Australasian Championships. Cherie and David in ballroom, Linda and Edwin in Latin American. 2 months of dedicated preparation lie ahead.
Last Saturday, Counties missed out on that log of wood again in a hard-fought, exciting match. This Saturday, it's the last challenge of the season as Bay of Plenty take on the strong Canterbury side. Watch coverage of the match during Trustee Bank Rugby, Saturday, 5 p.m. on 1. Right from the start, your Trustee Bank will help you take things in your stride and help you out if you're ever stuck. Your Trustee Bank, the one for all your banking needs. Watch coverage of Canterbury versus Bay of Plenty during Trustee Bank Rugby, Saturday, 5 p.m. on 1.
Sudden, painful indigestion, heartburn, acid stomach. For immediate relief, do you reach for a bottle or a tube? Convenient Quickies. If it came in a bottle, it couldn't work better. Quickies with 4 active ingredients for indigestion, heartburn, acid stomach. Quickies. It's a relief to have it handy.
At FTC the Farmers.
We've hundreds of celebration sale bargains at FTC this week. Polycotton sheets worth up to $7 more than these special sale prices. Worth $12.99, these Waltz 90s are a sale bargain at only $9.99. Our Namco folding bed and mattress is great value for money, only $89. And you'll break all the records with a Turbo Car vacuum cleaner, an amazing $29.95. All in the 75-year celebration sale at FTC Farmers.
In the world of thoroughbreds, there's always one who leads the rest of the herd. One who is stronger, bolder, more beautiful. From purebred genes comes the one who wears the stripes. Sergio Valenti stripes. The natural selection.
You can do it. You can do it. Of course you can do it.
Now you can install your own kitchen exclusive to Placemakers modular pre-finished Windsor-designed Meltica kitchen units. Create your own kitchen with the elegance of European design and the durability of Meltica wood grain. It's unbelievable value. This complete kitchen for just over $2,000, including sink tops, or buy individual units. At Placemakers, it's easy. Buy now, pay over 24 months.
At Placemakers, of course you can do it.
In 1950, Chicago businessman Frank McNamara conceived a master plan that changed the way the world paid its bills. The Diners Club card is an original that's often copied. Now, we're changing the way the world does business. The Diners Club business card system saves your company precious time and money. First in the world, and still the last word in credit cards. Diners Club International, the blueprint for all other credit cards.
Linda and I dance together, but we don't go out with each other. If you had an argument in your love life, it would reflect on your dancing.
In ballroom, the lady's constructed and has to do what the male tells her. But in Latin, it's just up to you. You can do as much or as little as you want. I've got maybe a woman's lib attitude on that. The passer is a fight of the bull, so it's a very aggressive dance. From being very soft and very loving, you suddenly have to become very hard and very aggressive.
You've seen the matadors, how they bring their capes around. It's the same sort of feature here. I have a step that I practice that comes around here like this, and Linda's actually weaving away towards me from here. I pick her up.
I think people are impressed by our clothes. We try to think of new and different things. Mum gets a lot of satisfaction out of making my dresses and having people say, "Oh, did your mum make that?" People often come up and say, "Oh, I love your dress. I'll buy it when you're finished with it." You know, put my name on it. I think a total dress, just the making, would cost about $250 to $300. I don't really design my dresses to be sexy. I design them on the patterns I want to design them, and the body stocking helps a lot because you can characterise what you want easier than having material. You can get better effects, of course, you know, so like flames on skin. I I don't like ballroom dresses that are all cut out and all, shall we say, sexy, because I don't think it suits the dance. I like my ballroom dresses to be beautiful and elegant, and I like my Latin dresses to be sexy, because that's what Latin is, really.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Daily training sessions after work become more intensive as the Australasian Championships draw nearer.
Sharp shape here. And point.
Just at the very beginning, with Edwin here, take the opening position for a moment. Right, and...
Dar Katapa perfects new Latin American routines with Linda and Edwin.
Right, ready, and... Right, here, is that comfortable? Looks a little uncomfortable. One more time. Right, and...
Grant McCown fine-tunes the tango with Cherie and David.
That X line. Yeah, doesn't feel quite right. I'm falling over a bit.
Yeah. I think you getting into it too quickly. Let's try it again.
Yes, no, see what she did then? Yes, you see what you've got to do, you've got to join him, you've got to put your pelvis and tum-tum right on his back, as such, see? Now, you should put your tummy and pelvis right on the buttocks, okay, comfortable? Now, you don't do anything, he rolls you, see, just hold on. Now, allow Edwin to take you to the floor.
When you're coming into that counter check too, I think you've got to keep your leg more across and then get your weight onto it. It's a little wide. It's tighter in the thighs. Yeah, that would be better. Yeah. Otherwise it doesn't look so hot from behind.
Push through, hold that line, see? All right, now gradually allow him to take your body weight and you're going to just place that hand there. That's right?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all here this evening for the Australasian Ballroom Dancing Championships. The dancers are the waltz, tango, Viennese waltz, and the foxtrot and quickstep. The contestants from New Zealand, David Yeates and Cherie Clark.
The Australasian Championships are an annual event in which competitors from New Zealand and each state in Australia vie for place in both ballroom style and Latin American style. This is Cherie and David's third contest. Their previous best is 5th place.
Modern championship. The second dance, tango.
Very near the end of the tango, I started getting cramp in my right leg. It never happened to me before, and I thought, no, it's only the second dance. It was just killing me. I couldn't move. I couldn't walk on it. I couldn't put any pressure on it. I couldn't bend it. I couldn't do anything. It was just so annoying. I thought, oh no, why would it have to happen now? And the first step I took off on the Viennese waltz, I thought I was just going to keep going to the ground.
David leant on me a few times, hold him up. Of course, you just have to grin and bear it. That's dancing, that's life, isn't it? Grin and bear it.
The Viennese Waltz. Well, we're certainly being treated to a spectacle of ballroom dancing here this evening. The Australasian Amateur Latin American Championship.
International competition is a new experience for Linda and Edwin. This is their first New Zealand representative event.
From New South Wales, Clive and Karen Phillips. All the way from Western Australia, Jason Gilkerson and Peter Roby.
You're always got that dream of being something really great, really stunning when you're out there on the floor.
I was thinking, right, Linda, this is it. You can either make it or break it. You've worked for this. My feet were so swollen. I was in the basin in the ladies' changing room with ice and putting ice on my feet so I could get them in my shoes. There was a whole balcony of kids straight up the top, and they were yelling out, "Come on, Linda, come on, Linda, go Edwin, go Edwin." And it just makes you feel so proud that there's all these people out there boosting you on and cheering you on and clapping. And
the Cuban rumba. They're all very good, aren't they?
When we'd stop the rumba and we were going into the passa, it's actually very difficult. You have to change your whole outlook. I mean, I blacked out and I thought, how's my routine go?
Their third dance coming up, the Passa Doble.
As soon as the music started, it actually automatically came.
When I came off the floor, I was quite disappointed, really. I felt that I hadn't really achieved what I wanted to achieve. I was quite disappointed, really, in my performance. It's just one of those things.
The Australasian Amateur Modern Championship. Winners were from New South Wales, John Burns and Cherie. Second place from Western Australia to Jason Gilkerson and Peter Roby. Third placing from New Zealand, David Yeates and Cherie.
We're very thrilled we'd got third in the Australasians because that's really the best any New Zealand has ever done.
I actually didn't feel anything. I went up there and they placed a sash on me and I thought, this is great, I can go now. That's really what I felt. All I wanted to do was get out of that hall and put my feet up somewhere and have a glass of wine.
2 weeks after the Australasian contest, Linda and Edwin broke up their dance partnership. Edwin now has a new partner, and Linda intends to carry out her plan to become a stage dancer. Cherie and David are saving to go to England.